Welcome. Today we are looking at parts of speech, focusing on conjunctions and interjections. This is a key topic in your English language exams for SS1. Pay close attention. Let us begin. First, let me explain what a conjunction is. A conjunction is a word that joins words, phrases, or clauses together. Conjunctions are connectors. They show the relationship between the elements they join. Without conjunctions, sentences would be short and choppy. Conjunctions allow us to express complex ideas. For example, I like tea, I like coffee can be combined into I like tea and coffee. There are three main types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. Now, let me explain coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions join elements that are grammatically equal. They join words to words, phrases to phrases, or clauses to clauses. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions. You can remember them with the acronym FANBOYS: for and nor, but or yet, so. For shows, reason, or purpose. Example: he studied hard, for he wanted to pass the exam. And shows addition. Example: she bought apples and oranges. Nor shows negative addition. Example: he did not call, nor did he send a message, but shows contrast. Example: she is smart but lazy, or shows choice or alternative. Example: would you like tea or coffee? Yet shows contrast, similar to but. Example: he is rich, yet unhappy. So shows result or consequence. Example: it was raining, so we stayed home. When a coordinating conjunction joins 2 independent clauses, use a comma before the conjunction. Example: she wanted to go, but she was too tired. When joining 2 words or phrases, no comma is needed. Example: he is tall and handsome. Now let me explain subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions join a dependent clause to an independent clause. The dependent clause cannot stand alone. It depends on the main clause for its meaning. Subordinating conjunctions show relationships such as time, cause and effect, contrast, condition, and place. Common subordinating conjunctions include after, although, as, because, before, if, once, since, than, that, though, unless, until, when, where, whether, while. Time conjunctions: after, before, once, since, until, when, while. Example: she left after he arrived. Cause and effect: because, since, so that. Example: he passed because he studied hard. Contrast: although, even though, whereas. Example: although it was raining, we went out. Condition: if, unless, provided that, as long as. Example: you will succeed if you work hard. Place: where, wherever. Example: I will go where you go. When a subordinating conjunction begins a sentence, use a comma after the dependent clause. Example: if you study hard, you will pass. When the independent clause comes first, no comma is needed. Example: you will pass if you study hard. Now, let me explain correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are pairs of conjunctions that work together. They join equal grammatical elements. The most common correlative conjunctions are both, and, either, or, neither, nor, not only, but also, whether, or, both, and emphasizes that 2 things are true. Example: Both the teacher and the student were happy. Either or presents a choice between two alternatives. Example: you can have either rice or beans. Neither nor negates both options. Example: neither John nor Mary came to the party. Not only, but also emphasizes a second point. Example: she is not only intelligent, but also hardworking. Whether or presents a choice or indicates doubt. Example: I don't know whether to stay or to go. Ensure that the elements joined by correlative conjunctions are parallel in structure. For example, she is not only smart but also works hard is not parallel. Correct. She is not only smart but also hardworking. Or, she not only is smart but also works hard. Now, let me explain common errors with conjunctions. The first common error is using a comma with a coordinating conjunction when joining two independent clauses. Always use a comma before the conjunction. Example: she was tired, so she went to bed. Incorrect. She was tired, so she went to bed. The second common error is using a comma when joining two words or phrases. No comma is needed. Example: he bought bread and butter. Incorrect. He bought bread and butter. The third common error is sentence fragments. A dependent clause introduced by a subordinating conjunction cannot stand alone. Example: because I was tired. This is a fragment. Correct. Because I was tired, I went to bed. The fourth common error is double conjunctions. Do not use two conjunctions where one is enough. Example: although he was tired, but he finished the work. Incorrect. Correct. Although he was tired, he finished the work. Or, he was tired, but he finished the work. The fifth common error is parallelism with correlative conjunctions. The elements after each part of the pair must have the same grammatical structure. Example: she is not only beautiful, but also intelligent. Correct. She is not only beautiful, but also she is intelligent. Incorrect. The sixth common error is using and when but is needed. And shows addition. But shows contrast. Example: he studied hard and he failed. Incorrect, because studying hard and failing are contrasting. Correct. He studied hard, but he failed. Now, let me explain what an interjection is. An interjection is a word or phrase that expresses strong emotion or sudden feeling. Interjections are not grammatically connected to the rest of the sentence. They stand alone. They are often followed by an exclamation mark. Interjections show emotions like surprise, joy, sadness, anger, pain, excitement, or disgust. Examples include: oh, wow, ouch, alas, hooray, bravo, oh no, hey, well, oh dear, goodness, my God. Used carefully. Interjections are more common in spoken English and in informal writing. They are less common in formal writing like essays or reports. For example, wow, that's amazing. Ouch, that hurts. Alas, he is gone. Hooray, we won. Oh, I see. When an interjection expresses strong emotion, use an exclamation mark. When it expresses a mild feeling, use a comma. Example: oh, I didn't know that. Mild. Oh, I forgot my keys. Strong. Now let me explain the types of interjections. There are several types based on the emotion expressed. Interjections of joy express happiness. Examples: hooray, hooray, yippee, yes. Example: hooray, We passed the exam. Interjections of sorrow express sadness or grief. Examples: alas, oh no, oh dear, woe. Example: alas, he is no more. Interjections of surprise express shock or amazement. Examples: oh, wow, what, goodness, my God. Example: wow, that is incredible. Interjections of approval express praise or encouragement. Examples: bravo, well done, great, super. Example: bravo, you performed excellently. Interjections of pain express physical discomfort. Examples: ouch, ow. Ah, example: ouch, that needle hurts. Interjections of attention are used to call someone. Examples: hey, hello, look. Example: hey, come here. Interjections of hesitation express thinking or uncertainty. Examples: well, Example: well, I'm not sure about that. Now, let me explain the use of interjections in writing. In formal writing, use interjections sparingly. They are considered too emotional or conversational for academic essays, business reports, or official letters. In informal writing, like emails to friends, text messages, or social media posts, interjections are acceptable. In dialogue, interjections are common. They make the speech sound natural. When writing interjections, use an exclamation mark for strong emotions. Use a comma for mild emotions. If the interjection is very strong, you may use multiple exclamation marks, but this is considered informal. Example: wow, that's amazing. In Nigerian English, interjections like ah, che, en are common. However, in formal exams, use standard English interjections like oh, alas, hooray. Now, let me explain common errors with interjections. The first common error is overusing interjections. Too many interjections make writing seem childish or overly emotional. Use them only when necessary. The second common error is using interjections in formal writing. Avoid interjections in essays, reports, and business letters. They are not appropriate. The third common error is incorrect punctuation. Use an exclamation mark for strong emotions. Use a comma for mild emotions. Do not use a period after an interjection that stands alone. Example: wow, that is great. Incorrect. Correct. Wow, that is great. The fourth common error is using inappropriate interjections for the context. For example, saying hooray at a funeral would be inappropriate. Match the interjection to the emotion. The fifth common error is using offensive interjections. Some interjections can be offensive or blasphemous. Avoid using religious terms like oh my God in formal settings, or if it might offend someone. Use oh dear or goodness instead. A common exam question asks you to identify the type of conjunction in a given sentence. Here is a sample answer. First, determine what the conjunction is joining. Is it joining equal elements? If yes, it may be a coordinating conjunction. Check if it is one of the fanboys. If it is joining a dependent clause to an independent clause, it is a subordinating conjunction. If it is part of a pair, it is a correlative conjunction. Practice identifying conjunctions in sentences. Another exam question asks you to combine sentences using appropriate conjunctions. Here is your answer. First, understand the relationship between the ideas. Do they add to each other? Use and. Do they contrast? Use but or yet. Is one the result of the other? Use so. Is one the reason for the other? Use because or since. Is one conditional on the other? Use if. Use the conjunction that best expresses the relationship. Ensure proper punctuation. Use a comma before a coordinating conjunction joining two independent clauses. Use a comma after a dependent clause when it comes first. Another exam question asks you to correct errors in conjunction use. Here is your answer. First, check for comma splices. Two independent clauses joined only by a comma is incorrect. Add a coordinating conjunction or change the comma to a semicolon. Check for sentence fragments. A dependent clause cannot stand alone. Attach it to an independent clause. Check for double conjunctions. Remove one. Check for parallelism with correlative conjunctions. Ensure the grammatical structures after each part of the pair are the same. Let me give you a quick summary. Conjunctions join words, phrases, or clauses. Coordinating conjunctions join equal elements. Subordinating conjunctions join dependent clauses to independent clauses. Correlative conjunctions come in pairs, both, and, either, or, neither, nor, not, only, but also. Common errors include comma misuse, sentence fragments, double conjunctions, and parallelism errors. Interjections express strong emotions. They stand alone and are punctuated with exclamation marks or commas. Use interjections sparingly and avoid them in formal writing. Keep reviewing, keep practicing. See you in the next topic.